early that what you have, you must share. We weren't rich, and I came to Howard because I was able to have scholarships. And so I tell my grandchildren, you had better study because they're going to be turning to me to help. Because tuitions now have risen and risen and risen. And they almost exclude us as a race because we don't have the financial background for education and food and housing and other things that we're required to do. But I think this is a very special occasion because Dr. Tuxen is introducing me. And his father was the Associate Dean at the College of Dentistry when I was the Dean. He was one of those minority males that didn't mind women leadership.
Of bodies, to those who triumphed in liberating our minds by the inherent power of liberal and professional education. I speak of generations of self-sacrificing faculty, dedicated administrators, and the long chain of 100,000 competent Howard alumni. I am grateful to have been the beneficiary of that institutionalized effort to build the cumulative intellectual and social capital that has been the durable foundation of our progress.
I heard about Beyonce. I called Jay. I tried to get it done. I know y'all didn't want 2 Chainz, but I could have got it for you. That's my man. Oh, man. We needed a little lighten up. They had to find the chairman of Howard's board, Stacey Mobley, ladies and gentlemen. This is a dream factory. I came during my time to make one clear argument to anybody who's listening, but more importantly, to all of you. I never get Howard confused with Harvard because I know how good Howard is. Never. Not one time. And so, we are not a dog park. We're not a place for frisbee tosses or latte sips, unless you're a student here. We are a mission-driven institution with broad shoulders and a big heart that lives an unchanging Christian ethic that you do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and treat others as you would like. Meaningfulness that is Howard University, and all that has followed in its wake. Some 151 years since its founding. I thought of how I could relate to your personal achievement on this God-kissed day. I thought about the 35th President of the United States and a talk that he gave some 57 years ago as he made the arguments for the human exploration of space. The moon speech is famous, but there's a part of it that is not frequently referenced that I believe is relevant to Howard at this moment and that is actually relevant right now. It reads in part, but if I were to say, my fellow citizens, that we shall send to the moon 240,000 miles away, from the control station in Houston, a giant rocket more than 300 feet tall, that a country with less than 5% of the Earth's population is responsible for 23 to 24% of the world's GDP, the world's productivity. As a result of that, our freedoms, our values, and our voice in America has served as a unique source for good in the world. But ladies and gentlemen, that can only be maintained if we have a well-prepared citizenry, where everybody can contribute and where everyone has a fair shot and a fair shake. In Tom Friedman's book, That Used to Be Us, he draws attention to the fact that America loses about $400 billion annually, $4 trillion over a 10-year period of time in productivity by not adequately preparing rural white people, African Americans, Latinos, and others.